Right, today we're sitting with a couple of our top billers here at Hyde. The reason we wanted to sit down and have a chat is because obviously there's a lot of agents in this industry doing really, really well. Majority of them have been here for kind of 10 years plus. So we wanted to dive deeper into how these two guys have gone from not doing that great at their previous agency to being the top billers here at Hyde today. So welcome, Stephen and Mr. Dean Parrott.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we started roughly the same time. Me and Stephen started in the same group. Dean was about 6 months before, previously at one of the larger companies here in Dubai. And Stephen, you was in rentals and Dean, you was in sales. Didn't do that great whilst you was there, even though everyone loved you. Stephen, you done really well in leasing.
Yeah. And
then moved into sales at what we would call one of the best seats in the business and didn't really set the world alight. Mm-hmm. From then, you two have built incredible figures. We're only 6 months into the year. Stephen, you're on 1.35.
Yeah.
And Dean, you're on 2.4 million already, which is insane. We wanted to dive a bit deeper in, number one, how you've done that. How has that change happened from not doing that great to now where a lot of people in this industry will want to be sitting where you guys are? Mm-hmm. So what do you think are like the key characteristics, and talk us through how you've got to this stage?
Fire away, mate.
I'll go first. I think the main thing for me, and I think for you as well, is we've built relationships over the time we've been here. We always used to say to each other, it's about time, isn't it? And I feel that people that weren't buying from me 2 years ago, I didn't take that personally. I didn't go after them and be like, why are you not buying through me? I actually advise people to buy stuff through other people because they were good deals. And my first deal this year was somebody that came back to me because we had a good relationship and ended up buying something pretty big through me. So that's one of the things I would say. And also is experience. Like when I was sitting before at the desk for hours and hours trying to do this admin side of real estate, of trying to get listings, this, that, and the other, it just didn't work for me. Whereas since I've had the freedom of being able to go out and meet my clients, build the relationships, and win listings through my face instead of trying to call somebody, that's where it's become different for me, I think.
Yeah, very similar to Dino, and you're like me as well. Being authentic, I think in this industry it's very robotic. Like if people sit in and call out and say a big company, you're calling out 100 times, you're just calling out for the sake of it sometimes. Whereas now we have a platform, we can go out and go for coffees, we can read a game of golf with buyers or sellers, and people want to buy into you before they buy someone that comes with trust, being honest, being upfront. And similar to Dino, like I've told people not to buy through me because it wasn't a good deal. Go buy some, because if they see that and they trust you, you know what you're talking about first off. But then if they do buy a second or third property, they go through you 100%. Prime example of what happened in January. So it is just relationship building. People aren't silly. They can see through people. So once you're being your authentic self, I think that goes a long way. And it's a direct reflection of probably what we've done on the board.
What stands out for you guys is your ability to build relationships. And it's not just building relationships to get a deal done. It's authentic relationships. And what I see is a common factor between the top agents in this industry is someone that's starting out down the bottom, they're chasing that deal and they're just thinking solely about the money. Whereas if you zoom out a bit and look at it as in that's a byproduct of what you do day to day, look after these people, add value to these people, look out for them, whether it's a deal today or a deal in 6 months or a deal in a year, as long as you service them well to the best of your ability with good intentions, it will all come back around full circle. And you two have done that and had obviously the freedom to be able to do that. Don't get me wrong, you're still in every single day, you're still on the phones, you're still keeping up to date with it, you do all the basics, but the freedom is kind of a bonus that you two, your characters needed and you're thriving from. So that's what stands out for me, looking over it and seeing where you guys have been successful. And like Dino said, that does come from experience. A lot of agents will think that they want total freedom. They don't want to be in the office 9 till 5, where you still need that as a foundation to work off of. And then when you've got the experience, you know when to go out and meet a client rather than just going out to meet them for the sake of it.
100%.
And that for me is a huge factor. These guys that have been here 10 years plus, yeah, of course, they've kind of had the time in the game to build the relationships organically, which you guys still are doing, but you've been able to fast forward it a bit because you've been able to have that bit of freedom, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think as well, you also have to do the bread and butter every day. You have to do the calling out and everything, and the aspect of the job, because you'll close your clients and then they haven't got unlimited money, right? So where's your next client coming from? So day-to-day basis is building new relationships all the time. And these guys that we talk about, two of my good friends are probably the best in the business. They've been here 12 years, but they still do the bread and butter of the job as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not just because we're doing well right now. In 6 months' time, if we're not doing the bread and butter right now, we won't have any deals in 6 months' time. So,
yeah, and on the freedom side of it, it's like, yeah, the freedom's there, but we still have our structure. Like, I still want to come in. I still want to listen to other people on the phone, to pick up little nuggets off different people. So I'm still learning the job. I mean, you're still learning 100%. The job. You're still learning the job. So we're all, and that's part of the reason why I love when everyone's in the office, because you can pick up these little things that you can use then to either buy or sell or whatever you need to do. But it is paramount about relationships. That is what it boils down to. It's just
100%
bread and butter.
So I going back to what you just said, I think I love coming into the office, and it's not because it's my business, any of that. Wipe it off, put it to one side. I love it when people are here. There's energy. It's like a sales floor in the city of London. My past a long time ago is trading, and I feed off that energy. I don't like it when it's quiet, no one's talking. I know that you overheard somebody about a project in JVC, and then you pitched it to your client and closed him. You probably wouldn't have closed him unless you heard that person talking about it. One of the agents here, she said this line, and I thought it was brilliant, and I've now learned from that. And in this game, you can never, ever know everything. And as long as you understand that, you'll always keep growing, right? I just think it's so important for new agents or agents that aren't that experienced or they've been working one way to be able to learn to be dynamic. There's balance in everything. And some people, if they get so much freedom, it ends up eating them alive because they don't actually know how to use it. No one gets salaries in this job if you're an agent. You have to really use your time wisely. And if you're just out the office 24/7 and you're not motivated and you haven't got discipline, it can be counterproductive. So I think you hit the nail on the head. I do it when I've got not much going on. If I'm being an agent, I go back to my basics. I see what's available. I keep people updated. I try and add value to everybody. And then once I've got some bits going, then you have the freedom to be able to go and meet for a coffee, go and play golf, go and look at their families' units and just advise and add value, you know. And eventually something does come from it. As long as you've done the right thing, you've added the right value and you've been authentic, people will warm to that and you'll stand out in this market where you've got so many agents that are just like call centers that are just pestering. They're adding no value. They're just calling, hi, is your property for sale? No, okay, buy it, on to the next one. It's ridiculous. And I feel like the times have changed, they've moved. And I feel like you two are living proof of that you do everything perfectly balanced, and it's obviously paying dividends for you guys.
And it's just, we haven't even said, it's self-motivation. Like, we can sit here and say, yeah, come in and do the basics, but if you don't want to do it, you ain't going to get the results. I mean, everyone's packed their bags to move to Dubai to make a better life for themselves, no matter what way you look at it, how deep you want to get of it. It's to make as much money as you can possibly, but doing it in the right way, where people can trust you. If they walk away from the deal, say, he was honest from step 1 to step 10, whatever it is, and I want to use them again. And then, as you're finding out now, and I find out, referrals start coming in, you've done it. And again, sometimes you might not close them. Say, do you know an agent? Yeah, Dean, it's brilliant. Didn't close with him, got something else cheaper, but I'd use him. And then you sit back and go, now the job is, this is why I'm doing it.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me so many times, and I feel like this job, it's so important to understand it's a process, and you don't just come in and do one thing and everything's great. You have to grow within the industry. And new agents, they might come in and think, I've been calling out for 3 months, I've been calling out for 6 months and nothing's happened. You have to trust the process. But I always like the saying, motivation only gets you so far, but discipline will keep you growing in the game. 100%. And discipline from, I know both of your backgrounds, football, that's where I feel like it comes from. Every day is a new day, and you turn up ready to go, ready to provide value and do the basics, and that's why you end up doing well.
I think another thing is we're competitive, aren't we? So it's like, obviously that's our background as well. Like, you just done a big deal and took the lead. Like, you're top of the leaderboard now. So like, me looking at it, I'm thinking, I'm coming for you now. Do you know what I mean? Whereas other people might think, like, he's too far ahead. I'm like, nah, I'm coming for you.
Well, this is it, and it's healthy competition, and it's what I thrive and strive from. Even though I've taken a bit of a back seat from broking, and I'm helping run a business and helping people, it's still in me. That fire's still in me. And you was top of the leaderboard, absolutely killing it. And of course, I love to see it. That's what I want. But me, as in a competitive person, whilst I'm still broken, I want to be that on.
I remember the message you sent me. You went, mate, buzzing for you, but just let me know I'm coming for you.
Yeah, exactly. And it keeps you hungry. And I know that I've done that deal and went above you, and you're one of the first people to message me saying, "Oh, buzzing for you, congratulations."
Yeah.
But I know you've got that competition in you, which I love, and it keeps you alive. Do you know what I mean? It's what
100%.
The only issue is texting like that. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm a bit between his teeth.
I wrote out a few
Before
times
you've
and
done the
deleted
big
it.
one, before he'd done the big one, he was just saying to me, he's like, what's that put you on now if you're getting a deal done? He's like, oh, what's that put you on? I said, Dan, I know why you're asking me that. You don't
That's
care.
good though. It's great.
But that's what it is. It's like, it's, as you said, healthy competition.
100%.
But at the end of the day, a lot of us in here are really good mates as well. So there's nothing better apart from putting money in your own pocket. See your mates putting money in their pocket.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
making a better life for themselves. So
Like we said before the cameras were on, didn't we? Was like, if we would have said a year ago, like we'd be sitting top 3 or top 4, whatever, we'd go, nah, where we was and what we were doing. Do you know what I mean? And to see our mates all success and thriving together and going forwards together, earning money together and helping clients out together, like I don't think there's a better thing. Like when I left football, I was chasing something that could give me that enjoyment again. Even doing a big deal still doesn't touch scoring a goal in front of people and like big crowds or whatever, but it's very close that doing something with your mates and earning money together and being successful together is the closest thing, I think.
And it's that little rush in it. It's like playing a match. Say you train all week and you play on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You lose a game, you're back at it. You lose a deal, you're back at it. You do a deal, right? Where's the next one?
Yeah.
So it's all correlates into one. And I said that from the get go. It's like it's probably the only job in the world that can come close to it and scratch the surface a little
100%.
bit.
So yeah, you guys being competitive, I feel like it's all in us naturally. I was talking to my wife the other day, and she thinks I'm mental. So I always find when I'm either speaking with clients or advising or getting to know them, looking at their portfolio, what we're going to chop, change, add something new, that's when I'm at my happiest. I feel like I'm adding value. When we agree on something and a deal's signed and it's done, I feel a little bit depressed. I get a little bit down.
Yeah. Like the chase is gone.
It's like I like to be amongst it. Like I'm sure you guys, when you're like playing a football match, that's when you're at your happiest. And then when the final whistle goes, even if you've won, you're happy, but then you're like, oh. But if you've got something going on and you're dealing with other clients or other portfolios, then I remain happy because that's when I'm at my best. But I feel like the more you're involved in it, the more you do the job, it becomes your life and it becomes what makes you tick. Do you know what I mean? So to finish, obviously H1's done. Everyone's had a very good year, half of the year so far. Coming up to H2, I know people have got holidays, etc. For me as an agent, it's a very, very important time of the year. You either, even if you've done well, you can't switch off. No. If you haven't done well, it's a line in the sand and ready to go again. What one bit of advice do you even give yourselves and you'd give everyone listening how for them to finish their H2?
I always go back to when I first started. One of the agents I still speak to now at the old company said to me, you need to be very structured in your year and even your day. And he used to say to me that January up to summer is usually when you do most of your stuff. Then the summer gets quiet because it gets hot. A lot of people travel. So use that time to try and build up as much stock as you can on the phones. And then there's a little spell from back end of September to middle of December where you can do your deals again. And then obviously people travel for Christmas. So my advice would be try and get as much stock as possible ready for when people come back from their holidays. You know, it's like after Christmas, people want to spend money or they want to buy a new home or buy a house ready for Christmas. So I would say get as much stock as possible ready for September when people start wanting to go out and view again. For that little 3-month spell where we can earn money again. Yeah. Ready for obviously Christmas. That's what I'd say. Yeah, I'd say be proactive. But if you're out viewing in this heat, the clients are serious. Don't forget that. True. Nobody wants to go in 45-degree heat and view houses but might not have to deal with them. Yeah. So and agents included. So I find even from a couple of years' experience that if you are out viewing in the summer, they're really serious. Yeah. You know, you don't want to drag the family out and that sort of that heat.
and keep the faith. I know it's easy for us to say, sat here with the figures we have on the board, but trust the process. I know people here they go again, or everyone says that, but we're a direct result of trusting the process.
Yeah.
Find out what works for us eventually. It took us a while.
It did.
You know, we're still laughing that we're sat here having this chat. But at the end of the day, if anyone's watching this, you probably can't find two more relevant people if you're sat there thinking, right, I'm kind of sinking here a little bit.
Yeah.
What can I do different? And there's a direct result of doing something different.
Not saying it in a silly way, but I feel the same. If we can do it, anyone can.
Yeah,
do it.
100%.
100%.
I mean, just look at me and Dino there.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, for somebody that didn't know how to open up a laptop and turn it on, mate, to be sitting here now to having this conversation, anyone can do it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think I said it in my Lottie's Corner. Find out what sort of agent you are and what your strengths are. I always go back to football. I used to know that I weren't the best defensively, but I was very good going forward. So I would make sure that when I'm going forward, I'm doing. It's just the same with this in a sense of I know I'm a people person, so I need to get in front of as many people as I can each week and build a relationship.
Yep.
Whereas other people might be brilliant on the phones and they can do 100 calls and they can create something from that call. Whereas my call is, let me come and meet you. Let's go through it. And then I make sure I go there with the right knowledge and data and details of what's selling, what's not selling. So it's a relevant conversation and they trust you when you sit down with them.
Yeah, no, fair point. Both good points. So I'm going to finish on, for me, in Dubai, there's loads of kind of holidays, whether it's Eid, National Day, etc. The summer, everyone leaves and it's not busy. Notes on a CRM, if they're bad notes, people might skip past it. I look with my own eyes and with my own ears. And I don't listen to any of the noise around me. Every day I'm on zero, it's 0-0, and it's a new day. Whether it's New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, beginning of Eid, whatever it is, we've got the same 24 hours in this day as everyone else has, and it's up to me how I use them. And that's what keeps me going and billing what I'm billing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
First of the month's the worst though, isn't it?
When everyone's on zero again.
Games on the board.
Yeah, exactly. We've just had it.